Welcome back to Rosie the Bull. My insanity is your entertainment. And I gotta say, this game has been trying. So, we are off to investigate the murder. Yeah. Honestly, I don't know what possessed me to go get silver gummies. And I have this terrible habit of putting mine in the freezer so that they're very chewy. So, it's a terrible habit, but frozen candy is sometimes very good here in Florida, especially when it's been 98 degrees outside. Come on. Hopefully we're going to start getting somewhere in this game. It's already been about an hour. Flamboyant.
Compared to non-smokers, smokers have a 4.7 times greater chance of getting lung disease.
Very good. Preparing my mom.
You know that means it's more likely than getting asbestos poisoning?
But Mom?
The risk of death from lung cancer is actually much lower than what you think it is.
I was trying to hear about lung cancer. She
In
said
fact,
lung-related
it's
diseases.
compared to heart disease, strokes, and pneumonia. We're always surrounded by easy ways to die. Some people even get randomly struck by lightning and die right there on the spot.
Then I reckon you also know that secondhand smokers have 1.3 times greater the risk compared to smokers?
Of course.
So you won't mind paying the damages when I die of lung disease? How about writing that in a contract for me? You got a pen, right?
How about you walk away?
I promise to protect you from all the evil in our world. Oh, that's stupid. By the way, what's your name?
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please, just call me York. That's what everyone calls me.
Is something wrong with you? Adults ain't supposed to act like that. I only asked for your name so I can write it on the contract. You should have been able to figure that out if you're a real FBI agent like you said. Come on, sign here. Right here on the paper.
Just as I thought, Zach. This contract paper, it's a Sang Rouge wrapper. Sang Rouge is here, too. This must mean that Sang Rouge is connected to the Lise Clarkson murder case somehow. This is a sprawling case that spread across the entire South. It's within our jurisdiction, Zach. We'll need to steal the right to investigate from the local authorities at once. By the way, miss, what's your name?
Patricia Woods. But I gotta write my name myself, or else it won't be a real signature.
Should I mention that it's about
Tell me, Patricia,
at night?
does this town have a sheriff? Or is it under the jurisdiction of the nearest city police?
Perfect timing. Well, go on and steal it if you want it. I was just thinking about how this is way out of my dad's league.
Thank you for the information, Patricia. Okay, Zach, it's time to get to work. How should we seize control from the sheriff this time?
Okay. Melee melee attack. Okay. Okay, so this is good stuff to know. Let's talk to the sheriff because really that's all we've been doing. Talk. Apparently this guy can't drive well.
Hey there. So, you're the fella from the FBI I've been hearing so much about. I'm Mel. They call me the sheriff around here.
Melvin, you don't look nothing like your daughter.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan? But
She must
call me
look
York
like
if
his
you can.
mother.
That's what everyone calls me.
Huh? Well, alright. Mr. York. How's that sound?
Fine by me.
I'm sure you figured this out. But our town's a small one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Folks are already busy spreading gossip about how some FBI agents come to town. Now, I reckon you came from the city. What was it? D.C., L.A., or New York? Anywho, in the city, it's normal not to know who your neighbor is. Fella who moves in next to you could cook up a dozen folks in his backyard and no one would bat an eye.
Right?
That's
You're
the city
right.
for you. Now, I never lived in one myself, but I visited them a few times, so I know what it's like. All pigs must die in the city of wolves. Yeah! Now, does that sound badass or what? I bet you... I know, CLG. I'm just trying to make a little small talk, that's all. Anywho, around these parts, everyone knows each other's name. So lots of folks get leery when they see an étranger like you. And since it's my duty to protect the town, I thought I'd stop by and say hello.
Zach,
Driving
it
very,
looks
very
like this
badly.
sheriff is quite the happy-go-lucky type. A clear indication of just how peaceful the town is. Melvin, about the Elise Clarkson
I
case.
knew you were here for that case.
But no,
Can't
originally
put
we
one
weren't.
past the FBI.
Technically
So
we
they
weren't.
even got eyes on the smallest of towns like us, huh? Our world is filled with information, and it's all
Oh my god,
within
he's
their
as
grasp.
bad as this guy.
FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
The Federal Bureau of Insanity. Honey, you must look like your mother
The Elise
because your
Clarkson
daddy
case is
crazy.
connected to a top-secret case that we've...
I know. If you're fixing to take the lead, then go right ahead. I'm just the humble sheriff of a tiny little town. My jobs are to stop my neighbors from beating the piss out of each other and listen to old folks complain.
Sounds
Honestly,
right.
This whole murder case has been weighing me down. So I'm gonna give you my full cooperation, Mr. Special Agent, sir.
Makes me wonder if this actually what's happened or if this
Well,
is
Zach, that
just
was
what's
anticlimactic. I didn't even get to
seeing
use
in
my
his
secret
head.
weapon. Melvin, there's a cold storage warehouse on the southern end of town, isn't there? I'd like to get permission to enter it.
Say what?
You want to see where the body's being kept, right?
Oh, I get it now. Lisa's body, yeah. Now, that's what I call a special agent. You already figured that much out. But, I'm not too sure that, going down there at this point is really gonna help much, you know?
Explain it yourself, Daddy.
That's incredible. I don't believe this. Amazing. Did you hear that, Zach? They put the body in a cold storage warehouse. This is fantastic. Insanely fantastic.
Really?
Step
How
back.
about that? Well, all right then. I'll head on down to the warehouse ahead of you and make sure we get permission to search it.
Sounds good.
The management company only keeps the warehouse open during certain hours, so you'll have to come during those hours. I ain't looking to create any further disturbances, so be on time. Got it?
Okay.
Come on, let's roll, CLG.
Let's see how
I'm gonna walk home, Daddy. I still got another stop to make.
Oh, if you say so, sweetie. She's a real sharp one, as you can see, so I try to stay out of her way. Well, all right then, York. see you at the warehouse.
This is our weekend. Oh crap. I gotta learn how to skateboard. Again, I'll speed up, slow down. Oh golly. Okay. Alright. Go back.
Hey, you. You ain't secretly cutting kids up and sticking them into jars while you work as an FBI agent on the surface, are you?
Is that something we're likely to do?
Or using your FBI connections to sell kids to child trafficking organizations?
How old is this child?
I've arrested people who've done both, but I've never engaged in either of those activities myself.
That's good to know.
Of course, I have imagined doing such things in order to learn more about the psychology of the criminals I deal with.
It was just a joke. Why are you getting all serious?
Because this guy doesn't know how to take a joke.
And don't tell me what you imagine, or else I'll get scared of you for real.
It's best. That's probably the best idea you're gonna hear.
Can I come with you?
No!
You signed a contract with me, remember? And besides, I'm kind of worried about my daddy.
Do whatever you like. This is America, land of the free.
No!
But I
No!
have one condition.
No!
What condition?
Don't ask me about Zach. It's a private matter. Zach, it feels like she's carrying something with her. Kind of reminds me of you back when we first met. I can't leave her alone like this. You feel the same way, don't you?
Does she know how to skateboard? Turn around. Can you turn around? I think. Wait, where am I going? Okay, there's people. Oh, maybe it's over here. Okay, so which is M12.
Melvin called you a strange name. CLG, I think. What exactly does that mean?
Clever little girl. That's what it stands for, at least. It's nice that he made up his own nickname for me and all, but it sounds kind of weird. I wish he'd call me something normal, like just Patricia or Patty, you know?
Patty. Now that name's got a ring to it. I like it. How about Zach and I call you Patty from here on out?
Do whatever you like. Weird. You're heading to the warehouse, right? You gonna go straight there?
Well, I'm not sure yet. I'll have to talk to Zach. We're also on a mission to fell 10 maidens, you see. I'm eager to visit Alexis's diner in Lane, but we've only just arrived in this town, so it might be nice to stroll around a bit.
What? I thought you came here to investigate.
Patty, you're still just a child. Why do you worry
Wait a
so much?
second.
We're born to be free, and this is America, land of the free. You should always feel free
We
to
can
do
go back
whatever you
this
want.
way.
Isn't that right, Zach?
Maybe I shouldn't have come with you. I'm getting kind of nervous now.
trying to figure out where I need to go. Skateboard, and I tell you what, I'm gonna completely and totally cause accidents. Because I'm not looking anywhere. Oh. Okay. Think this is it? Yeah, okay.
Patty, is something wrong?
I got something to say. When I first met you in the hotel parking lot, you mentioned Saint Rouge, right?
Yes, we did.
If you want to find it, maybe you should track down Professor R.
Professor R?
Yeah. Professor R owns the jazz bar on the other side of the bayou.
Oh, great, more skateboarding.
How do you know that?
Because.
Because, huh? Interesting.
What's that mean? It's a house nest. This game is odd, to say the least. Sunburned customers only. Okay. Where is the lane? Just one lane? Yep, just one lane.
Zach. Let's topple their hourglass figures and complete this oracle once and for all.
Oh my lord. I don't believe I've seen you around here before. Sorry, honey, but you can't smoke in here. Since you're with Patricia, I'm guessing you're some friend of Melvin's.
He's Agent York from the FBI. This is Alexis, the owner of this restaurant. I'm helping out Agent York in his investigation. We signed a contract.
Oh my lord. Well, ain't that something?
Huh.
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please, call me York. Everyone's always called me that.
Oh my lord. Well, that's got to be the strangest introduction I've ever heard. No wonder everyone in town's been talking about you.
I want a chocolate sundae, but no cherries. I want 2 wafers instead. Don't put too many Rice Krispies on it. Oh, but don't scrimp on the chocolate syrup either.
Oh my lord. And what'll it be for you, honey?
Alexis, are these photos of the town?
Oh, you like my pictures? My hobby's collecting snapshots of what our town used to be like. So whenever someone gives me an old picture, I just put it up here on display. Our world these days feels a bit cold to me, you know? Just thought it'd be nice to help folks remember what it was like in the good old days.
Zach, did you hear that? The good old days. Even in a remote town that's already far behind the times, there are still people who yearn for the past.
She told me what was going on, you know.
What?
Lise, you don't need to try and hide it from me, honey. Last time she came here, she told me all about it. Some odd fella was following her around, stalking her like.
What kind of fellow?
She said he had a really tall shadow,
How tall?
as tall as an oak tree.
Did that ring any bells for you?
Sadly, it didn't. I know just about everyone in this here town, but I ain't never seen a man who stands that tall. Maybe it really was an oak tree and she just mistook it for someone. Sometimes the silhouettes of them trees with lots of Spanish moss hanging down make me feel a little funny too.
I don't think so, Alexis. Lise said the shadow was following her, correct? That means she must have been stalked by a man as tall as an oak tree. If she had only mistaken an oak tree for a person, she wouldn't have described it that way. She might have said,
It felt like a crowd of people was staring at me.
Yes, exactly. She certainly wouldn't have talked about being followed by someone. Thank you, Patty. Zach, this data is all very intriguing, but it isn't the answer we're looking for. We came to knock down the 10 maidens, remember?
Oh, yeah! Booyah! Oh, I got a turkey!
Truly mesmerizing, Zach. This is why I never tire of small-town investigations. Same goes for you, right?
Okay. Do I get the bowl now? Oh boy, here we go. Okay, one lane. I miss Governor. Oh, we've got voodoo dolls! Oh my
Excuse me,
goodness.
Oh, howdy, stranger.
We've got voodoo dolls!
You're a handsome one.
Oh boy.
You came out here from the city, didn't you? I can always spot you city folk from a mile away.
Yeah, because you don't have anyone coming into this town.
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Would you mind calling me York, ma'am?
Oh, so you are from the FBI.
Oh my goodness.
So sophisticated. Well, my horoscope in the paper today told me I'd be meeting someone new.
Voodoo dolls, horoscopes.
They are the real deal. Well, one even predicted when I'd bowl my first perfect game. Oh no! Oh, could you stand a bit closer to me? Whew, that was a close one. If you move any further that way, you'll cast a shadow over the lane. Well, the sheriff did that once, and something horrible happened. The next time I bowled, I got a gutter ball. First time in 12 years, I was mortified. And I am going to make sure nothing like that ever happens again. In our world, some routines lead to good things, while others only lead to the bad. So, you mustn't ever cast a shadow over the lane. Is that understood?
It's her routine, Zach. Understand? Just like us and coffee. Incidentally, ma'am, would you mind letting me use this lane too? I'm investigating the Lise Clarkson murder case. And I need to topple 10 maidens, no matter what it takes.
No, absolutely not. Not even the FBI can take my lane from me. I haven't given it up once ever since my husband passed away over a decade ago. I'll never break my promise to him.
But
Now, if you'll excuse me. your mama.
Zach, it looks like negotiations have failed. Now I'm afraid we have no choice but to force her to let us use her bowling lane. Yes, I know. I won't do anything illegal.
Okay. Okay.
Excuse me, Mrs. Carpenter.
Stop! Now, can't you see I'm already in my bowling stance? What, are you blind? Holy mother of bowling balls, let me pick up this split. Stance, oh, always works on a split. Oh, yeah, never fails.
Zach, our new friend appears to be a very superstitious lady. We should try and utilize this trait of hers in order to gain access to the lane for her. That was an amazing shot, Mrs. Carpenter. In fact, it may have been the most amazing shot I've ever seen. Speaking of which, where did you happen to find all those neat little items? The ones you used to help you bowl that split just now.
Ooh, you got a keen eye there, Mr. Special Agent. Taking a liking to my collection, have you?
Oh yes, a great
I buy all my charms and power stuff.
Erzuli Frida.
Yes, it's a mystical establishment run by the...
The mirror.
If you're interested, I can mark it.
Zach, this is it. Erzuli Frida. There must be a treasure trove of dubious trinkets on sale there. We may even be able to find something capable. It really feels like we're in the...
I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I don't get it. I don't get it. What the heck am I doing? I'm running around with a psycho guy who either is talking to ghosts or have multiple case personality schizophrenia disorder. I don't even understand. I'm yet to even begin to solve a case. We're working on superstition and trying to bowl. How is I mean, there has to be an answer to why bowling is going to solve our problem. Alright, where are we going? I am going to M14. Let's just keep going as fast as we possibly can, because apparently we want to crash and die. Or cause there are no cars here. Really, there are no cars here. This guy, it just occurred to me something. He is in a suit, and it's supposed to be very hot.
A voodoo
Apparently
shop.
he is sweating. And even her, she's
It's
in a jacket.
voodoo shop.
Just looks like a dumb souvenir shop to me.
Of course it does, Patty. You're much too young to understand the true value of such a place.
Hey, you're crazy. You're absolutely nuts. Hey, that's the guy from the hotel room.
This is all kid stuff. It's just a bunch of charms. I'm allowed to watch TV and go on the internet, but I ain't allowed in here. My daddy makes no sense sometimes. You agree, right, Agent? This is all just kids.
Look at this sack. All the mysticism of the Deep South. This is 100 times more exciting than the It's a vast treasure chest. So much to study, so much to learn.
This guy looks.
Thou art a seeker, and I see the object of thy desire.
For once he's looking at someone like everyone looks at him about Zack.
Doth this be what thou seekest?
I don't know. Is it? I don't know what that is.
I present it to thee now, and only now. Surely fortune shall not bless thee with another chance.
You stopped him in mid-sentence. He
Purchase
doesn't know what to
this,
do.
and know that thy wishes shall be granted.
It's a crocodile or an alligator. Surprisingly, I don't know the difference. With a hat and a
I
staff.
can tell you're getting cheated, Agent York.
I disagree, Patty. This person can be trusted. I've been studying people for quite a while, so I can tell. That figurine is connected to our future.
My price is true. What say thee?
What the heck is your price? Okay. And how much is it? Okay. Why not? $30.
I'll buy it.
Thou art a man of refined taste.
We don't know what it does, but we'll buy
I
it.
am loath to part with it, but 'twould be a fool's errand to keep it from such a keen-eyed soul.
I feel like we're.
What's wrong with you? No normal person would ever buy a piece of junk like that.
Nope.
Not even at a garage sale.
I would.
Marvelous, isn't it, Zack? What a treasure. I can't wait to use it.
Use it? Where? How?
Isn't it obvious, Patty? I'm going to put it in front of Mrs. Carpenter's house.
In front of
Yes. I'm sure this figurine will stop her right in her track, and that'll give us a chance to finally topple the 10 maidens.
Are you serious?
Wait. We're gonna take the voodoo crocodile, go to this lady's house, put it in front of her house.
Of course I am. And so is Zack. Aren't you?
I'm seriously wondering if I should quit helping you out with it.
S47. Okay. S47.
Whoa.
That was close. Well, look at you, all standing there like you're expecting me to apologize. Huh, it's your fault for not paying attention.
Okay. Are you the mother,
What?
sister, or
Got a
what?
moment?
Can't say I do. I'm in a hurry here.
I won't take up too much of your time. I'd just like to ask you a few questions.
I said I'm in a hurry, Peckerwood. Now get out of my way.
Patty, who was that?
Kalina Clarkson. PJ Clarkson's second daughter, and Lisa's mother.
Zach, we've found ourselves a Clarkson.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, she's not here. My Dolly. She's not here. My Dolly isn't here.
One of the key persons in this case just came out of the woodwork to meet us. Now things are really getting interesting. Isn't that right, Zach?
Zach. Okay. Oh. Yeah, we gotta help us stamina bar. My dolly is missing, my sweet little dolly. World cats. They stood to carry Valley and listen like value. I question human. Geese. I once joined the 5 colored beads. Value shall rise above any day. 5 colored beads. First blue bead, its name ocean. Nay, the deep ocean blue, as blue as the deep itself. Second, Saint red, please. Blood. Third is green as summer. Forest meadow. Young leafy. This guy is full of it. Snow pure as a virgin. The beads are good. Okay, apparently I also have to gather up beads. Oh my god. Alright, I'm leaving.
Be at ease.
I'm leaving. I'm sorry. No, we're out of here. We're out of here. Because you all crazy is what y'all are. You all are crazy. These people are insane. They're completely insane. They rival this guy's insanity. And I thought I was crazy. I really did. But I've never once... Considering I voiced several of my son's dolls, maybe I should rethink the next sentences I utter. Because I have to come up with the characters and personalities of these things. M16, right? It's the air for... Oh! Oh, I keep forgetting which one's which. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I can see my stamina now. Because I wasn't paying attention to it before. I'm very bad at this. Currently, so far, my skateboard is at 100%. I don't know what that means, per se.
Hey, Zach, it looks like we were right on the money. Tracing the San Rouge distribution route led us right to Louisiana. You know what that means. We've got a hot hand, and Lady Luck's given us far more favor than she ever has before. We just happened to hear news about Lisa's murder while sitting in a bar during our vacation in New Orleans. That certainly wouldn't have happened if we had stayed in D.C. They would have given the case to another special agent, or maybe even to the state, and then we never would have found it. In the end, it would have been shut up in that vast, desolate evidence vault along with all the other cases, marked by nothing but a first-degree murder tag buried in a soggy grave at the bottom.
Why all of a sudden? We had that weird. Oh, is it because the squirrels wanted to chase us? I wonder. Here's the phone. Okay, what's with the balloons? Cool. Alright.
By the way, Patty, what do you usually do when you're at home?
Is this an interrogation?
Oh, no. I just figured that since we're working together now, it'd be a good idea to learn a little more about you.
Did
Should
we
an
just...
adult male like you really be asking a little girl this kind of question? I feel like I heard a story about this sort of thing on the news once.
There's a time and a place for everything. You know exactly who I am, and I've also introduced myself to your father. Besides, you're the one who said you wanted to come with me.
I was just kidding, jeez. You're an FBI special agent. Why would I ever need to worry?
You shouldn't automatically trust someone just because they're an FBI special agent. Looks like a case of bad timing, Zach. Let's come back later.
Oh. Across the street. Oh! People? They're bowling pins. Literally. They are bowling pins. She has hedges of bowling pins. I'm surprised she hasn't what am I gonna do with these things? And what is all over her garage? What are these? Lost lamb? Lost lamb.
Bad timing, Zach. We need to place the figurine in front of her house when she's home. Otherwise, it'll be, let's come back later.
Okay. Meaning... let's knock and see if she's home. Because there is a car.
Looks like a case of bad timing. Let's come back.
Alright, so... I'm guessing maybe we should try finally going to the okay. I don't know what time it is. Okay, it says here. Oh, we better get to that spot. Okay, so M4. It's this way. Okay. Oh, we're off the path. Let's just go to the freezer. Because, it's gonna be a little while. Oh, I ran into the thing. Ah. Well, I guess it's a good thing I'm on a skateboard, considering that if I actually had a car, I probably would have ran over half the people here already. It's true. Okay, that's a hospital. Market. Come on, we can do it. Somehow. Okay. Oh, a car! Wow! A car! Oh, way! We found a car! Almost there. Yeah, we made pretty good time for being on a skateboard, and we're going across town? Wow. I think I'm getting the hang of this. And then I'll probably crash. Okay, here we go. It's like playing a mystery novel, but not making much sense.
Mr. York, that was mighty quick.
Really?
The special agent does it again. You sure don't waste any time. I bet my CLG's got a lot to learn from you. By the way,
I was on vacation in New Orleans before I happened to stop.
well, shoot, that won't do.
Okay.
Here, I got something I think you'll like. I call him Mr. Alligator. That ass, ain't it?
You're giving me a gun?
It's a tranquilizer gun.
Ah!
Okay.
Ah, it's a tranquilizer gun. Okay, because I'm about to say, if you're going to be giving me some sort of weapon, well, why do I need it? And how many rubber bullets does it have? Walkie
And
talkie.
here's a radio. With this, you don't have to worry about any expensive roaming fees.
Okay, I like that.
Might take you a while to get used to it, but you'll get it. Try letting them rip a few times. Ain't no need to hold back out here.
Okay. LZ are... Oh, yay. Never reload. Oh, I have to reload. Okay. But how many? Okay. I'm curious. How many bullets do I have to reload?
Now this is an intriguing weapon. For a tranquilizer gun, it really packs a but I'm afraid I'll decline. After all, this town is peaceful.
Sure is peace, but the animals, are a different story. There's some real mean-ass gators out there in the swamps. And every now and
Am I going to
they wander
swamps?
into town. One of them even went and ate a kid once. It happened a long time ago, but still.
This does happen here.
One chomp's
but-
all it takes. They swallow down every last bit of you. Poor kid's parents didn't even know what to put in his coffee. The worst part is, that taught the gators just how tasty we humans are. Man-eating crocodiles will feast tonight.
You know he's fibbing, right? Gators don't attack folk. I never heard about no kid getting swallowed.
Actually, Patricia, you're wrong.
I'm what?
Alligators do attack people, and it could happen in any town.
Huh?
Alligator, 1980. It takes place in the Midwest, I believe. Then, in the sewer, it feeds on the corpses of dogs that were used as test subjects for an experimental
Oh my
over
God.
30 feet. It finally
There
starts
was
to go
Discord
after
group that
humans.
was all of
It's an
this.
extremely edifying movie. Back when I first saw it,
Hey, Agent York. What's your first order of business? You're in charge.
well said, Patricia. I nearly lost sight of my true Melvin. I couldn't help but notice the name on it. This facility is connected to the victim, isn't it?
Oh my God. Wait for me, but I'm trying.
Oh, I reckon I better start from there. I'm gonna tell it to you straight, right? As you guessed, this warehouse is run by the victim's father. Danny Clarkson is the one who manages the whole place.
Okay.
Okay, but why did he choose to store her body in his own warehouse, right? Well, that's because there ain't no other place to store it. Our town has a clinic inside a church, but no more. Whenever someone kicks the bucket, we just bury him in the graveyard right outside of town. But not this. We got a murder on our hands. We need to give Lisa's body an autopsy and keep it stowed. So we had no choice but to rent out a corner of this warehouse.
I see. So that's what led to the ingenious choice to store the victim's body in a facility that her family owns.
Anywho, this is where the real story begins. Truth is, a few days before you got here, we
Missing.
What? What?
yeah. All of
Did you leave the warehouse up?
I most certainly did not. I locked the whole place up. Admit no one stole the original key. And
So, in
the body of a beauty. Hey!
How did she walk? She was cut up into thousands of little pieces.
Alright, reckon I should have told you about this earlier. It just didn't seem like. Anywho, how about we call it a day and head back to my office?
no thanks. This is what I came to invent.
But Lisa's body isn't.
That doesn't bother me one bit, Mel. You see, I met a skeletal gentleman on my way here, and he was kind enough to give me an oracle.
Please don't talk about. What? What are you talking about? The skeleton man. Why are we talking about the skeleton man? Because you're not sane. You're not sane. I'm sorry to tell you this, York, but you're not sane. You're not sane.
You holding up okay, COG? Sure you don't want to wait outside?
Saying it, you have no
I'll be fine,
pants.
Daddy. Just make sure you don't take your eyes off him. He's so selfish and inconsiderate. I'm still not convinced he's actually a real FBI agent.
I'm convinced that he's
He's talking
mentally.
to himself again.
I'm convinced that he escaped the insane asylum.
Jack, this is the ambiguous zero. Let's hurry up and find that flying circle.
Wait, you haven't figured it out yet. The flying serpent. It's a dragonfly. It's literally their symbol. It's a dragonfly. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna need any of those right now. But, figure it out later. But yeah, the flying serpent has to be dragonfly. Dragonflies. Their basic symbol.
This place always gives me goosebumps. No matter how many times I come here.
Yes, it's quite the fun house. Truly a dazzling place. Meet entertainment. That's woven together by life.
Symphony. We eat all this in order to survive.
Yes, truly a symphony. Life in...
Yeah, it's really
Cool. Whoa now, CLG.
What are you so surprised for, Daddy? I'm more mature than you are. I've seen way more realistic corpses on CSI, you know.
At first, Zach, I was shocked by the notion of storing but as I gaze upon this hanging garden, I realize it's just another scene of
I really
depraved
feel like
murder.
this is an
Yes.
audio book. I
All we
really
need to do
feel
is
like
change
that.
our point of view. Things
It really feels a lot like an audio book. Wait, are they inside here? I think they're inside some of these. Yeah. Oh, so further down. Okay, there's my call box. Okay. reasons. Why do I need them? Yes, I know I'm not collecting them all.
Melvin, I'd like to take this opportunity to ask you a personal question. In the hotel parking lot, the picture you had on your dashboard happened to catch my eye. Was that your wife?
Oh, her? Yeah, that's my lady, alright. Candy. Her name's Candy. Prettiest girl in town, which makes me the happiest boy. A shooting star, landed in a rural town. Right on.
You always keep her photo with you?
You bet I do. Candy's a little sick right now. She can't even leave the house no more. So I always keep her photograph with me.
I see. You care for your wife a great deal, but this means that...
Yeah, that's right. My mama had me before she married Daddy. But it don't matter. He's still my real daddy to me.
Oh, thank you, CLG, and...
Well, Zach, isn't this a heartwarming... But there's one thing I just can't get out of my mind. Don't you think that photograph looked a bit... Perhaps Candy is already... No, it might be a private matter, just like...
Well, it does make more sense. I actually kind of thought that that was her stepdad, but it looks like let's just say I have mixed people in my family. Some of them don't look like both races. They just look like one race. Yeah, I'm getting a little sidetracked now. It's getting pretty late here. But I just kind of want to get to an active part in here. Before I call it a night and have to pick it up again tomorrow. Okay. So there really was no reason to do that. It's just so that we know there's a hiding spot there. Okay. Where to next, detective? Is that a door or a phone? Okay, it's a door. See if we see anything. Oh, there's nothing here. Alright, let's see what we can find. I
Here we
gotta
are, Zach.
admit,
They stored
kinda
the
like
victim's
the
body in a
style
cold
of the
storage
game,
warehouse operated by her
but
family.
like I said,
I'd
seeing
love
that
to shake the hand of
audiobook.
whoever came up with that one.
Hey, Agent York. Did you just come here to laugh at rural officers who are doing the... We don't have any special facilities like you people. Well, don't compare us with city folk. Or maybe you're just disappointed that you didn't get to see.
Sorry, you're right. But don't misunderstand. I honestly think it's a fantastic idea. I'd never try and bully your... Thank you for understanding.
You know, that's what she was just thinking. Footprints. Footprints.
Boxes of the past or presence of the future. Either way, this is a curious time capsule.
Styrofoam.
Forgotten boxes. Looks like shelled headless shrimp. When were these boxes brought here? And when will they be Zach, can you feel it? The perpetual, unstoppable flow of time.
Or the freezer.
Boxes that got left behind. I can't tell. What do you think, Zach? I'm gonna go with okra.
Okra?
Yeah, I'm sure it must be
How?
an icicle. Never thought I'd see one of these down in the south. Zach, can you see that? Look closely.
Those are their fingerprints.
That's right. There are 4 imprints in the frost on the top of this.
4.
It's hard to believe, but I think these are fingerprints. Yes, Zach, that would lead one to believe that the body napper is a giant who's over 10 feet tall. These pallets are a mess. Looks like this area isn't used often. Still, the idea to store a... It's a novel, sophisticated idea, unlike anything. Look at the thermometer, Zach. It's at 10 degrees Fahrenheit, or minus 12.2 degrees Celsius. This must not be the ambiguous 0. Zach, these are human footprints, and they're extremely large. Yes, Zach, I agree. These footprints must belong to someone who's used to walking around in cold temperatures. This frost is shaped like something we're very used to seeing. That's right, a body bag. Lisa's body must have been left here, but there are no signs that the bag was dragged away, so our criminal must possess monstrous strength. Seems like our flying serpent isn't here. Is this everything, Melvin? There aren't any other rooms in this no special rooms.
Well, there is the luxury foods where...
Luxury foods?
Just thought you wanted to see... I just thought you were only interested in where it's at. It's underground, so it's even colder than this. You sure you really want to go down there? Our whole life.
Let's head there at once. I'm sure that must be...
But what about searching?
All we need to do is find a 10-foot tall man with monstrous... That giant knows where she is.
10 foot tall?
But finding the flying serpent... Now please, guide me to... These luxury foods are most likely being used in local... I'm so excited to see what we'll find.
Alright, let's go and see where we're going here. Oh, there. Thank you.
Alright.
Okay, thanks for the job, but alright. I think we need to go to the elevator, which I don't know where that is again. Okay. Maybe this way? Seriously, it look like an elevator. Somewhere. I'm not 100% sure. Where? Somewhere. Bigger. Frogs. You're in the deep south. Frog legs are not surprising, I guess. For here. I want to find the flying serpent. Although I'm pretty sure I know what it is, but I still.
That elevator needs a
Do you have one?
Actually, I didn't think you'd ever want, so I didn't buy.
Well, then would you go and...
Thing is, Mr. York, you know the Clarksons? Well, they sure as hell don't like them when they're my company. It was, real hard for me to get permission to open up this. They ain't gonna be too happy if I go back to them.
What should we do then?
Let's just find a worker here who can lower the elevator for us, since all they need to do is take a break from their work for a couple minutes.
And what am I supposed to do? Just stand here and pretend like nothing's happened?
Yeah, you FBI folks are good at that, right? That's all it...
Alright, so what am I doing?
The elevator won't move without. Think you two can go and figure something out? I'll search around here. I believe in you. I know they didn't.
Hey. I have to find a key. Oh wait.
Zach, I think we can move this. Better check back here as well. Just...
What in the world am I doing moving all these things? There we go. Take off the top of our head. Okay. What did I do here?
Zach, the human ability to adapt is a frightening thing. Some humans have the power to sleep anywhere. Now we should be able... No need to... What else do they have to lose? I feel bad for it.
I think this is that little spot we had over here. Yes! Yes! We did it.
Mr. York, did you find it? Ha! Now, want to hit straight?
You bet.
Okay, let's go and see. And then after this, let's see.
Zach, look at that thermometer.
Are we in sub-zero now?
0 degrees Fahrenheit. This.
Okay.
Hey, Avery! Open it then! Yeah, once Avery starts, he's just tuned. We'll have to wait until he finishes and comes out to us. Or we can come back tomorrow.
I disagree, Melvin. Time may be on our side, but that doesn't mean we should waste it. You gave me Mr. Alligator precisely for moments like these, didn't you?
Wait, Mr. York! Those tranquilizers may be non-lethal, but it's...
Of course, Melvin. I never said I was going to shoot him.
Oh!
You're gonna shoot some meat to get his attention. I'm right, ain't I?
Alright, here we go. Wish me luck. I am so sure. Okay, you need to move. I need to move. One of us needs to move. I need to get one close. I did first go.
This is Mr. York, an agent from the FBI.
Hi, Avery. I'm Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please, call me York.
York. You smarty pants.
Hey!
Hmm?
I think we found a giant. We found a giant.
He's shyer than he looks. Come on, just settle down, Avery. Tell him what this here place is for.
Lots of expensive food here. You're mighty precious to the Clarksons, so I gotta guard it.
I see. So you're this area's keeper.
Oh,
How tall you think this
I
guy
help
is?
with the research too. I do like research.
Research? What are you talking about, Avery? This doesn't look like a lab to me.
Oh, ain't no lab. It's a warehouse. Ain't no lab. Smarty pants scientist does the research. I ain't no smarty pants, you know.
He's a bit slow in the mind, but he ain't a bad guy. Oh. Your story about the giant who carried Lisa out. Don't tell me you think it's him. I mean, it's true that he's free to come and go as he pleases in this warehouse, but...
No, as far as I can tell, he's just a bit over 6'5". The one who moved Lisa's body must be at least 10 feet tall. He's clearly too short.
Too short, huh? Well, if you ever happen to find a man who makes him look small, I'd sure like to meet him.
Please.
Hey, cut it out!
Please. Why?
Avery, that's not Lise.
Not Lise?
This is Melvin's daughter, and my precious assistant. Unfortunately, Elise is no longer with us.
Please.
Maybe Patricia is actually a Clarkson.
My fault. My fault.
I guess he's sort of like Lise, you know? See, the poor fella's got himself a childlike mind. You know how normal kids tease other kids in order to get attention? Well, with this big lug, sometimes folks who don't know him too well see something and end up calling the police. But I know that deep down, he's got a good heart. Hey, Mr. York, I'll keep him busy, but I'd appreciate it if you'd hurry this particular inspection along. Just holler at me if you find anything.
Okay.
I reckon that'll make it easier for you to go do your thing, yeah?
Melvin, I think you're finally starting to catch on.
Okay. Uh-oh, no, I don't wanna.
Just relax.
Okay.
Hung alligators. I suppose in a... No, but that's pushing it. They'll never reach them. Frozen oysters. Personally, I'd rather have a cocktail filled with fresh... We hunt for more materials than we can eat, and freeze them over long periods. The human race gives terror a whole new meaning.
Sure.
Cans of Holy Trinity paste. Onions, bell peppers, and celery. Yeah, this product combines them all into... People actually buy this garbage? Zach, I just made an eternal promise with my... If I ever happen to come across any food prepared with this paste, I vow to never call it...
Okay.
There are torn off claws and legs scattered all over the ground. I doubt they'll fly anytime. I can't tell which ones are from crawfish. How about you, Zach? I'm Dewey. Now here's some real Cajun. The way these sausages are linked up, they almost... it's hard to imagine. Let's move on, Zach.
Avery Clarkson food. For their home.
Melvin, is this the Clarksons' family crest?
What did I say?
Oh, yeah. That's the... Ain't no big deal, though. You can find those all over town.
Is that so?
Well, yeah. They pretty much run all of this town's major industry here. They got the whole darn town tattooed with their dragonflies. Can't even walk a few steps without seeing them.
What did I say?
This flying serpent owns. They're related to Lise Clarkson, and Hungan's oracle pointed us toward their family, the Clarksons. Must be deeply intertwined with this case.
Dude, the killed child is the Clarkson, okay? So yes, they're intertwined
Melvin,
to this shit
Patricia,
because there's so much.
I think I've had enough of this frozen world. Let's head.
Okay, guys. We are been told that the Clarkson family runs pretty much the whole city, which means they have to have some enemies or they're doing some shady business. We do not know at this point. But the point being that we already know that they are somehow entangled in all of this because it was their child that was killed. So for us to have to go through this whole big thing to already figure out what we already know to begin with. Oh, my head hurts. Oh, my head hurts from this. Oh, it's late. It's late. As soon as this finished saving, I'm gone.
Whew. So, what do we do now, Mr. York?
Don't even have the thing on record.
But how can you be so sure? I want to see some proof.
Your king is doing it again. I swear. So here we're going to begin our investigation into the murder. Here we go. Welcome back to Rosie the Bull, where my insanity is your entertainment. And I gotta say, this game has been trying. So we are off to investigate the murder. Yeah. Well, thank you for watching that whole thing. Like, subscribe, and share. This game is challenging my patience. Well, thank you for watching that whole thing. Like, subscribe, and share. This game is challenging my patience.